Now we begin in Kenya, where anti-government protests continue to be witnessed in various parts of the country, despite the government's resolve to stop the protests. The fresh round of protests has been fueled by President William Ruto's move to reappoint 6 former cabinet secretaries to his new cabinet, against the expectation of many Kenyans who want a complete overhaul of the current administration. Now we're monitoring the events, and let's begin with Fred Kagonye, who's joining me live from Transami. Fred, what is the situation where you are?
Thank you very much, Ashley. We are coming to you live from Tanzania, where a group of youths had barricaded this section of the road, and our police officers responded with tear gas canisters, and we could see the protesters also responding back by pelting the officers with stones. But with the response from the officers, we can see now the road has been cleared and traffic is flowing normally. And we've also seen, while this was happening, we could tell that a number of protesters were the ones who had barricaded this part of the road. They were extorting motorists using the eastern bypass. But now, as you can see from afar, the protesters have retreated to Transami, and the officers now are standing by the road and traffic is flowing normally. But while this was happening, we could see officers standing at distance from where the protesters, we would say, were extorting the motorists. But now the situation has been cleared and everything is back to normal.
Thank you so much, Fred Kagonye, for that. That is the situation here in Nairobi, in Transami specifically. As Fred has mentioned, police have been engaging protesters in running battles as the protesters try to barricade those roads, even as they continue protesting against the government. Now, I want us to link up with Jeff Mogire. Jeff, good afternoon. Where exactly are you, and what is the situation where you are?
Well, Ashley, we are at Outer Ring Road, along near further, but not far from Transami on the other side. The protesters have been charging all the afternoon from the other side, that is further upward, and police have been able to disperse them to go away, but they keep coming. Earlier, we saw police officers, DCI officers with unmarked cars. At the end of the day, there were 7 Subarus and 1 Volkswagen, unmarked, without number plates, and they were passing here, shooting in the air, clearing the road as they go. So they have left just like 2 minutes ago, and the protesters on this side are just charging, waiting for the police officers to move so that they can get the stones back into the road. Here, these are some of the stones which have been removed from the road along Outer Ring Road. And on the other side, you see some of them are still back on the road, even as police officers continue to shoot in the air to try to disperse them. So the far end of that bridge, those are protesters gathering around that road, that is Outer Ring Road, and the other side of coming all the way to Tajmo, and this side of going to Donholm. And they're now getting back to the road one by one. So it seems like this is not going to end anytime soon, because we've seen some of them carrying black placards saying that they want to advance to the JKIA. So far, the situation here has gotten from bad to worse, and we are waiting to see how this pans out. But the police officers who were here earlier are trying to disperse, but protesters have left some of them, and we have just a few of them standing by and watching what happens. But the protesters keep running away and coming back along this area. So this other side here, this is a residential area of Embakasi pipeline, and you can see people from the balconies watching what is happening here and trying to come into terms on how this is going to end at the end of the day. But these people here are calling for the government, the complete overhaul of the government, especially the presidency. That's what they want, to ensure that they are gone. But what can we do about it? We can only report about what's happening. And these young people, if I can move close to listen to what they have to say, so that we can hear them as well. So I can talk to them as they respond to me on what exactly they want and why they are throwing stones to police officers who are trying to ensure that they are heard at the end of the day. So here we go, Ashley, just a few minutes. Relax.
Usikii tunabomolewa. Tunabomolewa walai. Wale tunabomolewa. Walai. Udegeze. Udegeze. Mtu aende sana. Mimi kwa juu, maisha imekuwa juu. Aende sana. Tuambie rais hivi.
Tulia kwanza, tulieni. Naomba mmoja wenu azungumze.
Haya, sana.
Kwa nini mnaandamana? Nataka kusikia mic. Kwa nini mnaandamana?
Na tunaandamana juu maisha magumu sana. Na maisha imekuwa ya kuhangaika sana. Rent imekuwa juu. Hapo tumeuzwa. Sio tunahangaika sana. Tuambia Ruto aende. Ruto masio.
Bana, sisi kama Gen Z bana. Watu wanatubeba ufala, wanauza airport bana. Sisi kama Gen Z bana. Makarao wanatuhangaisha huku bila vitu ndogo.
Ruto acha ujue mambo ni matatu.
Right, that is the situation in Embakasi along Outer Ring Road there, the pipeline area. And as Jeff Mogire has mentioned, the crowds